Morning. We are the, should have checked it, I kept forgetting to do it, 7th of March, Friday the 7th of March. It's that time of year where I whinge a lot about daylight savings, so if I can continue to whinge about it, you just have to ignore me. It's about 6 o'clock and you'd think it was midnight. Anyway, earlier than, well, usually after this hour of the day, but I just want to try and get this welded out now, and I brought this bit of sheet in last night to make up a plate to put at the bottom there, just to give it a bit more strength. Come out here, and so I want to try and get that welded out. We are shearing tomorrow, so we've got a bit of stock work to do, just bringing ewes into the yards. Might have to weigh the lambs again. I'll just have to touch base with the agent this morning. He thought he might have been 100 or 120 short on a load, so we've got about 200 there, so I might just run them in and weigh a top off, and then hopefully they might be able to get Sunday, which would be good. We're up to getting to the pointy end of this, which is good. So I've got a bit of a plan for what we're going to do here, I think. Boys should nearly get the fire breaks finished today. I think Brendan he just had a little paddock left here to do. Tony had caught up to him with the multi-disking them, so he sort of came home and fueled the pump up out the other farm for the sheep out there, and it doesn't look like we're going to get much rain now with this cyclone up on the coast. They were talking possibly 30 to 40 mil to start with, and I don't really know, I don't think, because it's all over the place. It was back to 6 mil yesterday and we're back up to 10 this morning, so it's just one of those ones, I think, where it's jumping all over the place. So anywho, so I'll get a bit of welding done here, and then we'll get that bit of plate cut and gusted it up, and then by then we might have a bit of daylight, we can start and get a few of those sheep organised. So with all good intentions, I've actually run out of welding gas about 10 minutes in. Anyway, so what I can do is, always happens that way. I'll get to and I'll cut this out. I can sort of work out what we're going to do with this other thing. Muck around with that, but I do need to go to town, but I wasn't intending to go first thing. So anyway, it is what it is. I need to get that small seeds box over and work out how it's going to mount up as well. So anyway, it's not the end of the world. We'll get this drawn out and chop him off and cleaned up, and then it'll be right for when we do have some welding gas. Rightio. We'll fast forward most of the day. It's a bit after 5 o'clock now. We've got a pivot that's playing up. This one on the corn, I think it is the oil pressure switch on the dam motor here. So I've had one of those days actually, but anyway, I've been to Finley twice. I had to go over to sort a bit of stuff out at the local motor registry office, only to be told that I didn't have the right stuff that I needed. So I came home, and anyway, then this pivot keeps shutting down, so I've just been back to Finley again. So I've done 235 kilometres for the day. So I haven't struck a blow on the air cart since I sort of got home from town. So I've got a bit more plate and a bit of shaft and a bottle of gas and a few bolts, and had to rebuild a pressure pump, so I got it on a different one. So I got it back going. So the boys have had the sheep in, and they've just been doing fire breaks and running around doing a few other jobs, so they've actually knocked off now. So I'll get here, I'm just back here at the pivot dam now, so hopefully swapping this thing out might, you don't know what happens. It runs up to, oil pressure comes up all right, and it's, you know, runs. I was just looking at it on the app on the phone as I was going to Finley, and it's, yeah, the pressure comes up and it stays up and then it drops off. So I'm not too sure what's going on, whether the little sender unit, which I've got here, which I'll show you, whether it's crook or what it is, I don't know. So that's it there. It just runs across to the Murphy switch. So essentially, if you haven't got oil pressure, it shuts down. So it's just got a single wire there. I'm not too sure. Tony he had to play around with it, and it has played up before, and I just can't remember now what. It was a while ago that would lose oil pressure, or the oil pressure wouldn't come up. I don't know whether I replaced this. It's a while ago, so yeah. Anyway, we've got a new one there, so we'll swap them out with it on. I'll have to put a spanner on it and undo him. So bear with me. Whether you can see a tiny little hole in the end of it. So you're not sure. They had them on the shelf, which makes me think there may be a bit of a not an issue, but you know, they may fail from time to time. But yeah, that one's got pink Teflon tape on it, which makes me think I've changed it before. So anyway, we'll get this one in. I've got this spun out and started the motor in the middle, so yeah, we'll change this and hopefully it fires up all right. Come up to pressure all right, so we'll just see. It's doing that before as well, and once we've run it up to revs, I don't know what's going on, but hopefully that's all the problem is. Just we'll get a bit of water pressure up and then we'll run it up to revs and just have to wait and see what it does. See ya, let's go. Where it should be. Neighbours are going again with the fire. Right. Fingers crossed that fixes it, because I can't be arsed dealing with it on the front out. Anyway, pack these tools up and we'll duck out and get the pivot walking. I'll just hang 5 here for a minute. Out in the middle, see what it does. Just show you. We've sprayed, we've done, I did mention I think in the last one, I can't remember now, we have done 2 crossings for grubs and the spider mite, so we basically haven't got too many options left with the spider mite. And you can just see, if you look at the underside of the leaves, you can sort of see, it's quite sticky actually, they're sort of cobwebs, and if you look at the greenness is going out of the leaf. So they basically, you know, they're a sucky sort of thing, sort of bug. They basically suck well, from my understanding is they basically suck the moisture out of the leaves. So we sort of can't, and you look in there and it's quite prevalent right through it now. So yeah, it is what it is. We've just got to let it run its course. They do, talking to Miranda, a little bit, she's, you know, they do sort of reckon it does help with dry down when you get to the you know, back end of the crop. You just sort of want to protect it early. But yeah, we've got some good sized cobs here. Let's have a look. Bear with me, I'll open up one, we'll have a look at the milk line while we're standing here. Get you to the bull bar of the ute, so a bit easier to do it with 2 hands. So look at him, we'll count him how long he is before we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 31, 32, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45 to the top. He's filled right to the top, which is good. You've seen a few where the grubs have taken the top out of them, or that top sort of 25mm hasn't filled. And we do have quite a lot of dimples in it, so we're getting to the back end. and then we'll just count the roundness. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we're 16 round. So and I don't know whether you can see that. You can just see the milk line starting to move down. So we are we're well into dry down. So we'll keep the sort of talk. Once you get down to the middle there is your black layer, or what they call black layer. So we'll keep watering until we get down, like we have with the flood, till we've got down to that black layer. But you know, it'll come in pretty quick. I don't think it's going to cool down much, so we'll just keep watching it. And yeah, I think some sort of 3 bites of the kernel, and then I'm running into the hard stuff. So yeah, couple of weeks maybe. So we'll just see. But it looks good. Yeah, hopefully it yields well too. So, but yeah, some good cobs here. And yeah, Josh actually, talking to Josh, he stripped a sample today of some of his. Now he hasn't had water on his for 2 weeks, or a bit over 2 weeks, and he was still, I think he was 16.5 or 16.9% moisture. So he's still, we've got to get down to 14, so we're on 14 and under. So he's still probably a week away if it doesn't rain. So anyway, fingers crossed. This is gonna be alright. I'll go and I might just call in and have a look at the pump on my way back past, and then yeah, we'll go and shed the ewes up for shearing, and that'll be better. All in. I'll just chuck a few more in there in the morning, perhaps, but I haven't got them too tight just because there's no need. There's plenty of room outside. Tomorrow's not going to be a lot of fun. They're full of land, these things, and pretty stubborn. So yeah, there's going to be a fair bit of pushing and shoving going on once it gets noisy in here. So I don't know whether they'll do them all in a day. Like there's just shy of 800 to do. So yeah, this will be some on the next day, I suppose. Yeah, all right, that'll do for this one. It's didn't sort of go to plan today. Anyway, have days like that. So, but again, I've got all the stuff for that air cart. I might get up early and do a bit on it before the shearers get here. Tony's going to work tomorrow. Brendan's not, being Saturday. And yeah, he'll grab we get a portable toilet, so he's going to grab that tonight. Well, he would have grabbed it by now. So yeah, Brendan's went and got the press. So we're about ready to go. So I think we've got 4 shearers, 2 roustabouts and a classer. So, yeah, should be good to get them done out of the road, and hopefully we get 50 mil rain on Sunday and everything will be back on track. So All right, thanks again. Give us a like. Make sure you subscribe. Tell your friends. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.